everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today it's winter and I am going to show you how to make an easy, delicious chili meal. Chili is a comfort food during the winter. It could be prepared ahead of time, and I am going to start with a half a pound of chicken burger meat. You can add your own preference. Could be beef, chicken, turkey, and if you'd like to put the whole pound of meat in there, that's fine too. You know what? I think I will. We'll use a whole pound of chicken burger meat. To that we're going to add, and we're going to get it nice and brown. So as I've added some avocado oil, because I like to brown my meat with the avocado oil, I've cut up about a quarter of a red pepper. So while the meat is browning, we're going to be sauteing and flavoring the meat with the peppers and about a half a small onion all chopped up. So I've added that. Get it all in there as we scrape it up here. I find that chili is very filling. The beans are protein. If you wanted to make this vegetarian, you would eliminate the meat. So it's not necessary to put meat in this dish, especially if you are cutting down on meat and it's just something that you don't eat. So I am browning the meat. I turn my stove up a little higher than medium, just so we can get a good base on the browning of our meat. During the process of browning and getting the meat cooked, it doesn't need to necessarily be cooked all the way. However, you like to have it in a crumbly motion. So you can go ahead and just keep kind of moving it around on the fire. I like to take an additional seasoning pack. I'll add onion powder. If you ever go to the store and you see those chili packs, that would be an option. However, if you go to your cupboard and you have garlic powder, onion powder, I add a little red chili pepper, depending on how hot you would like it. Or if you have fresh dried pepper, you can put one of those in there. I'll add some salt. Himalayan salt is always a wonderful additive. And let me grab some pepper. We're just gonna tap that in there. Now when you go to the store and you want to get some beans, I have noticed that you can buy kidney beans, pinto beans, and basically what I like to do is buy the tricolor that has all three beans, kidney, pinto, and black beans. Once my meat is brown, continuously figuring that I'm going to be feeding this maybe as a week. Maybe you can get a dish for your family, a couple of meals. So as I'm browning the meat, I'm going to heat this up a little bit so we can get moving here. Just remember, this can be made ahead of time so that you can put it in the refrigerator or the freezer in containers. You can take it to lunch, at work. You can eat it for dinner or a quick snack. And you're basically filling up on really good nutritional food. So So as I continue to brown this up, I'm just making sure there's not a bunch of big hunkin' chunks in here. Now, once you add the beans, you can also take a can of diced tomatoes or a can of tomato sauce, and that just adds a really good flavor, and it makes it really saucy. Overall, if you start this, let's say around 3 in the afternoon, probably between 5:30 and 6, it has had time to cook together. You have a nice base of chili that's not runny or watery, and it's ready to eat with tortilla chips. You can grate some cheese on top of it. I think I'm ready to go ahead and add I leave the water in the beans. So to that I'm going to add the beans. Today I'm putting pinto beans. I like to use 2 cans of beans because it's a nice large pot of chili. Depending on how many cans you want, you know, you could already add another one if that's, you know, you're going to be cooking for a big crowd. I'm going to stir that up here. And to this, I'm going to add the nice tomatoes. And since we like it spicy, I have decided over time and taste testing that I like to add some salsa. Salsa just gives it that zesty flavor. You can put in, maybe a 1/4 cup of salsa, stir it up. As it cooks, I am going to turn down the flame on the stove. So you're going to cook it at low. You're going to cover it, and on occasion, maybe every half hour, come in and stir it so it's not getting stuck on the bottom. I find that if you would like to sweeten your chili, sometimes it's a little, it gives it a nice flavor. I add a carrot instead of sugar. So I'll do that maybe in an hour into cooking, and I'll taste it and see if it needs a little sweetener on the chili. Otherwise, you can sprinkle maybe a teaspoon of sugar. It breaks down the tomato acidity. So that's one of my tricks. I will see you again. If you like this recipe, I hope you will try it on one of your nice wintry days. And like, share, and subscribe to Tree's Kitchen. I hope you enjoy your day and have a beautiful week.